The reporter. The photographer?
Scarlet.
You met her leaving Saudi, then in Taipei. But after that, we lost track of her.
Guess you've got limits after all.
I always wondered how you two happened to meet. Coincidence?
I don't know.
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
I think I've got you beat.
You ever been a pushy woman in the heart of Arabia?
Once, lost a bet.
Cute.
Yeah.
You could keep that up the entire flight, I bet.
Did you already have plans?
I was going to invite you to slow down.
You're right. It's a long flight. Plenty of time to get your name and hotel room.
Wow, you just come right out and say those kinds of things, huh?
When I'm not putting my foot in my mouth. By the way, I'm Mike.
So, Mike, when you're not getting shot down, what do you do with yourself that would bring you out to this part of the world?
I'm in claims and acquisitions for Halbeck, apparently. Still getting a feel for the job.
Oh.
That was my reaction. Or was that an O, as in I've never heard of Halbeck?
Oh, as in the sense of yes, I've heard of Halbeck, military and construction contractor. That name comes up a lot in this region.
That's right. So if you're familiar with the area, that would make you a... Those your legs?
Other page.
Cover story by Scarlet Lake.
I heard she's on this flight.
Photojournalism, isn't that a bit dangerous, Scarlet?
If there's no risk, it's not important.
You may be onto something.
Here, call me. I have a lot of contacts in the area. Maybe we can work out a trade. If you should hear anything, of course.
What if I want to call, just to be endearing?
You should call someone else.
Wow, you're tough.
It seems to be endearing, unfortunately.
Yeah, but strip off that tough exterior.
Mike, your persistence is bordering on dense.
Maybe, but is it working?
You're... I have work to catch up on.
Yeah, and I should,
Good night, Mike.
Welcome to Moscow, Mike. How do you like your new apartment?
Nice digs. I see where all that Black Ops funding really goes now.
Invoking Alpha Protocol does have its upside.
Jealous.
Of you freezing your butt off in Moscow? Not so much. Although there is a certain appeal to sitting in that loft drinking cocoa while you are crawling around in the snow.
Ooh, you're a cruel woman.
All right, down to business then. Do you have a plan of attack for Moscow?
I've got a few leads from Saudi to follow up on. We'll see where those take me.
Sounds like a solid plan. What will you follow up on first?
Not sure yet. The missile launchers were moved through Leningradsky Station. There might be intel there. I've also got a CIA informant codenamed Grigori and a mob underboss called Lazo.
Finding those missiles is important, although more information would be helpful. But from his file, Grigori looks like the type who would sell information about you to interested parties. Lazo might be able to provide some leads too.
Getting the lay of the land would be helpful. I'd rather not walk into an ambush if I can help it.
Smart plan. Call me when you have anything.
Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of violence across the Middle East, believed to be part of a power struggle between rival terrorist organizations.
Army spokesman Colonel J. Robert Powers tells INN that a suspected Al-Samad terrorist training camp on the outskirts of Jason was destroyed yesterday, allegedly in a daring daytime raid by members of the Al-Ta'ir sect.
Terrorism, still a threat? Authors from best-selling books on terrorism say yes and point to a recent rise in incidents in the Middle East as proof of their claims. Could another incident like 9/11 be in our future? Tune in for our special feature, Terror Threat, Global Terror in Our Backyards. Tragic news for dog lovers. The latest target of scammers are online puppy buyers, those seeking the comfort of canine companionship via the internet.
Many organizations have received complaints from buyers who have been taken in by multiple false claims, including the dreaded Nigerian pet scam, and lost hundreds of dollars.
Consumers have been asked not to trust any pictures of puppies they are sent. According to the Humane Society, just because you receive a picture from someone on the web does not necessarily mean that thing is real. Sobering news. Coalition forces report sporadic outbreaks of...
I'm looking for a man, but not in that way. I wanted to ask you some questions about Halbeck and the weapons they've been smuggling through Moscow.
You are here conducting an investigation. Very interesting.
In a sense, yes. Halbeck's involved in serious arms trafficking violations, and I want to stop them.
Interfering in such things is dangerous in Moscow. But you must know this.
I'll take my chances.
Of course, you're on a mission, and this is a matter of national, international security. I can help you, but such information will not come cheaply.
I think we can work something out. I can have the funds transferred to your account.
Excellent.
But if you want my repeat business, it'll be a little less than your asking price. Assuming your information pans out, that is.
Fair enough, Mr. Thornton. What is it you want to know?
I'm looking for all the dirt on Halbeck I can get. Who's profiting from their smuggling here in Moscow?
That I do not know, but there is someone who would know the answer. He is a businessman here in Moscow, Sergei Surkov. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Sergei Surkov. Running a check on the name now. We're getting a lot of hits. He shouldn't be hard to find. Although, judging from his contact list, figuring out where his next appointment is could take some time.
Alright, I think I can wait a little longer. And there's a few other leads I'd like to track down.
You were planning to investigate Leningradsky station, yes? Maybe you can do me a favor.
A favor?
Your American missiles are not the only cargo that comes through the station. If you go, maybe you could divert these shipments, accidentally, of course.
What, you mean change the shipping labels? And me without my label maker.
It is more simple than that. The box destination is stenciled on the side, but it is a code. Change it with a marker, and the boxes will end up somewhere else. To a friend of ours who will be happy to reimburse us. Maybe do a little business with you.
I'll think about it.
What more can an old man ask for?